Hello everybody, it's Mark here from the Guitar Marketplace, and today we are doing a bit of an in-depth sort of review slash demo of this wonderful Gibson Firebird. Just look at it. This guitar has really kind of taken us all back a bit here at the Guitar Marketplace, and I must say, I think we've all kind of fallen in love with this instrument really. This is a limited edition Gibson Firebird with a Lyre trem system. And it's obviously in the miraculous Pelham Blue as well. Now, a little bit about the Firebird was Ray Dietrich was a car designer, and this was in the 60s. And while McCarthy was at Gibson, he kind of helped do the ES335 as well as the SG. Realising Fender were kind of branching out and doing sort of offset guitars like the Jazzmaster, realised they kind of wanted something along them lines and kind of took inspiration from cars of that sort of like smooth flowing body. Went to Ray Dietrich, who designed something very similar to this. At the time there was banjo tuners to completely hide this sort of side of the guitar. You've got a through neck, which is obviously a little bit unique for a Gibson. And I think at the time as well, the tone and volumes were a little, you could tell it was basically done by someone that wasn't a guitarist. I think volume and tone for the bridge were here. And then for the neck they were here, which is obviously the other way around for Les Pauls, SGs, 335s, etc. So yeah, it was very quirky. I think it started with a one pickup guitar first, I believe. But anyway, this guitar was created and wasn't particularly too successful. A couple of players took it under their wing. I personally know it from Scott Holliday from Rival Sons, which is a very recent sort of I suppose, champion of the Gibson Firebird. Scott Holliday is a brilliant guitarist, kind of did for classic rock and roll sounding stuff what Greta Van Fleet have been doing, but they did it a little bit before and a little more original as well. And that's how I kind of first started seeing Gibson Firebirds on stage really, even though obviously I was aware they'd been around for a long time. I know Slash plays one quite a lot now. I don't think he necessarily plays it live, but he definitely records with a couple of them that he's got. And I think it's a really nice guitar. You've got the 60s style neck. Again, with it being a through body, you've got one piece of wood from here all the way to here, which definitely is going to change the sonic qualities. You know, you don't have different parts kind of manufacturing sound. The side bits get added on after, which is very quirky if you do see a photo of it kind of before they get added on. But yeah, I've been really enjoying this guitar. I didn't know what to make of it at first when I first sat down with it. Obviously, the kind of size takes you back a little bit, and I think you kind of pick up a Gibson sort of guitar, and you know you go to strum there really. Everything kind of has to shift back down this way, and the headstock's massive and the body's massive, and it feels like a big guitar, and it does feel chunky, but it sounds phenomenal. Obviously, you've got mini humbuckers in here as well that give you slightly different sort of dynamics to what regular humbuckers do. I do think they're quite versatile. I have been enjoying the sound that have come out of this Firebird. Not as hot as you'd probably expect it to be for a guitar that I suppose looks a bit more aggressive than it probably is. Yeah, the sounds have been coming out of this actually been really lovely. And what we've done, we've worked with elevated jam tracks. So what you're going to see, rather than me just kind of cycle through a few chords, you're going to see me soloing over a backing track, cycling through some of the tones. And there'll be a full no talking demo as well, which will be about 6-7 minutes long as well. So yeah, we're going to pan to that footage, and then when we return, I'm going to tell you my final thoughts on this guitar and kind of what it means to me to see a Gibson Firebird. are back in the room, folks, having just played that video for you that you've just seen. And this is just a little quick sort of sign off, just to give you my final thoughts, really. I didn't know what to expect when I heard we were getting one of these in. I think in my head I was just expecting it to play maybe like a Gibson Explorer or a bit like a V, or still have sort of Les Paul sonic qualities. And I think I'm probably correct in saying that all of that's a little bit correct, really. Again, to kind of sit on your lap, you do feel the bulk of it. Is it something you could probably sit comfortably on your settee and just kind of noodle away on? I don't. It's borderline. It's kind of in that sort of slight territory. I think I still prefer the feel of a Les Paul in my hands. I think for that reason, would I go out and buy one? Probably not. I can see why people own them, and I can see why for some guitarists it's just their favourite guitar. I think it's one of them. I think if you walked into a shop and you see it, I think you either understand that it was designed in the 60s and it kind of looks like that, or you think it could have been created in 20 years' time and it's actually just incredibly forward-thinking. So I think aesthetically it still looks stunning. It still kind of takes you back a bit. It feels like a substantial guitar in your hands, which kind of gears me to play a certain way. And I think I thought when I'd be picking this guitar up, I'd be there kind of putting high gain, octave fuzzies through it and kind of channeling almost like heavier rock and roll. But this made me just kind of want to play the blues really and kind of sit on that neck pickup and kind of pinch out notes and kind of really kind of get in the zone a little bit. I love playing this guitar, and it has a little bit more of a bark than I think like Les Pauls I've kind of used to played in the past. It just feels great in your hand, it really does. And again, would I go out and buy one? Probably not, because of the money you'd have to spend to acquire one. But would I win one at the guitar marketplace? 100% every day of the week. I think it's something that if it's in your collection, you probably do fall in love with it every day you see it. And we're going to do the smell test. It smells exquisite as well, which obviously a lot of good Gibsons do smell incredible. And this is another one that passes that smell test as well. But it's been a real pleasure to bring you this video today, folks. My name has been Mark. We are the Guitar Marketplace. Please do like and subscribe if you do like the videos. It really does help us to kind of grow this channel and get it out to more of you people that can hopefully digest this information and form your own opinion of this beautiful guitar and other guitars. Do always comment feedback as well. We want to try and improve the channel as much as we can with the content that we're making. But until then, and until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. Take care. Go and play your guitar. Go and learn some cool licks. And go and buy a couple of tickets at the Guitar Marketplace while you're waiting. And who knows, maybe you can win a guitar as cool as this. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.